I just read this story in the Ated by Rabbi Yitzchak Hissiger. The year was 1939, and it was Rosh Hashanah in a shul called the Talmud Torah in Kelm, in Europe. There were 150 people davening in this shul, packed like sardines. It was so crowded in this shul. The way it was set up was the Aron Kodesh was a very, very thin and tall wooden Aron Kodesh. On the bottom level of the Aron Kodesh was like a Svarim shrank. They kept all the Svarim there. Above that was the actual Aron Kodesh where they kept the Sefer Torah. But it was high. The only way to reach the Sefer Torah was by a staircase, a wooden staircase. However, due to the full capacity of the shul, there was no room to keep the staircase in front of the Aron Kodesh. People were literally standing face to face with the Aron Kodesh. When it was time for Vayi ben Soha Aron, the Gabbai went to the back of the shul to retrieve the wooden staircase and bring it to the front to take out the Sefer Torah. Took a couple of minutes, but everybody waited patiently. The same thing repeated itself when it was time to return the Sefer Torah. They would have to bring back the staircase, and people waited patiently. After the Sefer Torah was returned, it was time for Tekiyas Shofar. That year, there was a guest in the shul. It was none other than Rabbi Elchanan Wasserman, the Rosh Yeshiva of Branovich. Hashem Yimkam Damav. They went over, the Gabbai went over to their esteemed guest and they said, Rosh Yeshiva, can you deliver words of encouragement to Soreris, to the Tzibor, before Tekiyas Shofar? Rabbi Chanan acquiesced. He said, of course. He comes to the bima. The shul is silent. He scans the crowd, and he locks eyes with each of the mispalalim. He begins to talk about the wooden staircase. He says, Rabbi Say, today we waited for the Gabbai to bring the wooden staircase to the Aron Kodesh. We waited again for a few more minutes when the Gabbai returned the wooden staircase to the back of the shul. How many precious moments were wasted waiting for this staircase to be brought and brought back? He says, I want to share with you a Yerushalmi in Ksubis. The Yerushalmi in Ksubis says that there was a Tana. His name was Yirmiyah. Yirmiyah instructed his Talmidim that B'shas Pitiraso, at the time of his death, he should be put in his coffin, in his aron, with his kittel and his shoes. His shoes should be on his feet, and his walking staff in his hand. The Talmidim asked him, Rebbe, that's not the minhag. We don't wear shoes in the aron, and we don't hold the staff in the aron. What's the reason? Rabbi Yirmiyah answered, you know why? Because in Mirz Hashem, when Mashiach comes, I don't want to waste a moment greeting Mashiach by putting on my shoes first and having to get my walking staff. As soon as Techiyas HaMesim is announced, I want to jump out of my kever, I want to jump out of my grave and greet the Mashiach and not waste a moment. Rabbi Chanan Wasserman says, Rabbi Say, we can't waste a moment bringing staircase to the front of the aron, bringing a staircase to the back of the shul. We're starting a new year. What are we asking the Rebbeinu Shalom for? Inscribe us for a good year. You know what a year is? Let's work on a moment. Hashem, give us a moment. How precious it is. We need to utilize the moments that we have to its fullest and not waste it. That was the message that Rebbe Chanan gave to that shul in 1939. Everybody thought he was going to speak about the start of World War II. No, this was more important. Time. And I believe this is the message. Let's release the illusions. There's going to be a time we're going to meet the Rebbeinu Shalom, and he's going to ask us, did we do tshuva? It's a reality. Hashem is asking us, you want a year, I'll give you a year, but make sure you use every moment of that year to its fullest. Take advantage of every moment, because we may not have it tomorrow.